From Fairport, it's a BM for your ears. It's Billified, the Bill Moran podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. Dougie Fresh in the house. Doug doesn't like farts. That's why I dug that
farts,
one.
but I'm like, who's producing this? A 4-year-old?
I dug that out of the archives because farts are funny.
They are. They're hilarious.
Farts are funny.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Kids love them. I still love them.
Yeah. Yes. When was the last time you had to laugh over a fart? Have you had to laugh over a fart recently?
I have to do a little bit of thinking, but no, I haven't.
I have had to laugh over a fart.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think when we were leaving, I should be very careful. I always love to say that because people get annoyed. Why are you be careful? But my mom, when we were leaving, and we had traveled about 5 hours from Maine to her house, and then I had another 4 to get back here all on the same day. So we stop at her house, and she wanted us to have something to eat, so we were coming in, but apparently she was holding some stuff in for quite a while.
Oh, yeah?
And all of a sudden she stood there, and there was like this thing, and she just burst out laughing. She didn't know what to do. And my son, who's 16, is just
She farted in front of you, too?
She couldn't help it.
Oh, right.
And it was one of these low, long...
like the tugboat coming through Stutson Street Bridge.
And it was just funny. It was just funny, and that's just.
I thought I was going to fart at work last night.
Oh,
yeah.
Now that could be bad.
Yes,
because you're a bartender.
Yes,
right, and you don't want to be like, even if it's a crop dust where nobody hears it,
right,
but then it comes wafting from behind the bar.
If it's a little stinky. Yeah,
yeah, that's a real problem.
So then I squeezed, I unsqueezed, and I thought, I'm like, am I going to shit my pants all of a sudden? So I didn't fart, but you get to a certain age that. Sometimes you let it go, but I didn't. It was just must have been something I ate.
Do you find, because we're of a similar age now, that things in that area have changed a little bit, where now it's more of a gamble, and it depends on your diet?
Yes, and your diet, yes.
And by that, I mean, like, if you went out drinking the night before, even not heavily,
yes.
But let's say you had 3 or more.
Well, let's say that I did drink heavily. Let's say that I did drink heavily Tuesday night, which I did. It was the first time I drank heavily since I was in Turks for my buddy's wedding.
Okay.
It was our Euchre League banquet. It was open bar. So
all right.
Jenny lights and shots, and then we went from there to brew, and finally I'm like, I gotta go. So my buddy and I, we split an Uber. We went to his house first, dropped him off, and then the guy's taking me to my house, and I'm looking at his phone, and since I Uber myself, I know what I'm looking at, and I'm not on a drop off. I'm like, did you drop me off early? He goes, yeah, I must have. I'm like, well, you're still going to drop me off, obviously. And he was swerving. He was either drunk or high. And I'm like, now I'm thinking I'm drunk. So am I watching this correctly?
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, he was.
Really?
Yeah. And I almost wrote him in. I'm like, I'm not 100% myself. So.
Right. So maybe my perception's off a little bit. Okay. All right. Fair.
Right.
But scary.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. After a night of drinking, you got to be careful what you eat the next day.
Well,
and if it goes right through you, and
right,
where you're going to be, and family or friends, or if you're going to be or work.
I did something a little unorthodox. I'll say it that way, because I think at this point in my graduate school program, and it's a accelerated program as well, so they're doing it faster, and there's a lot of information, and there's a lot of courses. And yes, what were you going to say? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm looking at you all. I'm thinking about his Animal House and Delta, and Bluto, and
so you can almost feel the vibe, and it's a thick anxiety.
Yeah,
like people are freaked out. And there's this one class in particular that is very tough. And the final, I think people are really intimidated by it. And it's one of these things that if you go back through. You just get the beats down as to what is required, right, to make this assessment or whatever. It's somewhat formulaic in that process. And then because here's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to come in. They're going to act out some kind of diagnosis as though they came in. We get to ask questions. They leave. And then we have So 3 hours in the class. So however long that person's interviewed as an intake to find out stuff, then you take that information and you have to do an assessment, right, based on that. And it's got to be written in clinical terms. And I think people are freaking out, going, what the fuck?
You should take my father in. Yeah, you got a question. Third from the back. What's happening?
So I think people are freaking out. So we leave that professor lets the class normally goes till like 6:50, and then you go to your second class at 7 o'clock. Lets us out at 6:30. And I go, I'm running and getting booze for everybody.
Going to get booze?
Yeah, because the next class, the professor has said, no, wait, why? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Look, I'm trying to be a good fellow.
You know what this class needs, everybody? Uncle Bill, right back. I have the problem, kids. Liquor. This is what I'm going to do when I try to help people. Yeah, Mr. Moran, me and my father, me and my husband are having marital problems. Oh, no problem. I have a bottle of Tito's. Problem solved. Here's some cranberry too. That'll be $300. Yeah, because alcohol obviously fixes everything.
No, hang on.
Because when you black out, you don't know what's going on. So, it's kind of like when Dorothy was running to Oz and she's like all excited, and then the poppies put her to sleep and she's like all happy, and then you're the guy with the snowflakes going, no, let's go, come on, let's go, come on, Lion, come on, Tin Man, come on, Scarecrow, let's go.
Are you done?
Yes, I think so. Okay. So
I ran down, and the professor has said, what happened?
I was almost going to write down what alcohol I thought you were going to buy.
Yeah. Hang on.
Okay,
You need some scrap paper?
I'll put it on my...
No. Put it over here.
I'm going to say...
Scrap paper for you.
Here's one. I don't think you're going to get all that.
No.
All right, cover for me, Bob. I'll be back in 20.
So I race out, and I go and I buy what's called a Boda box of wine.
Okay.
I
did not have wine.
But and the reason I got wine is the professor has said at the beginning of the semester, hey, sometimes in this class I'll bring in a bottle of wine or two. You're all adults. We can have a relaxed discussion and just kind of loosen things up a little bit. Well, we're getting to the end of the semester, and that hasn't happened. So I went, fuck it, I'm taking matters into my own hand. And most of the people in that class...
Liquor. Liquor. I had that you bought White Claws, so you just went into a liquor store and said, yeah, give me 100 mini liquor bottles of Jameson and stat.
So this liquor store happened to be near Wegmans, so I bought the Boda box, and then I ran over to Wegmans. I got a stack of cups, and then while I'm in there, I go, well, I might as well pick up some Guinness, but they only had the 4-pack, so I got 2.
Of course.
And then I race back to campus, and I come walking in right at 7 o'clock, and the professor goes, hey, man. And I said, hey, I got...
Drop your cocks and grab your socks. Let's do this. Did you just talk about with all like armful?
I have a messenger bag, so I'm trying to hide it.
Is this the AA class? No, that's down the hall. Okay, this 104. No, this is 107. Okay,
I was trying. I was trying to hide it, so I've got it like all stuffed in my messenger bag, but it won't buckle. So I've got my hand.
That leather thing you have?
Yeah,
oh,
and I'm trying to support it at the same time so it doesn't like break the strap. And I get in there and I put it out, and man, it was like flies to shit.
Yeah,
I put that fucking wine out, and the women got all excited. And this one girl, let me rephrase that. This one young woman sitting next to me reaches over and she starts opening the top of the box. I go, whoa, rookie. I go, there's a spout at the bottom. And
she looked at the box and she tried to open the top of the box.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna make it in that class.
So I go here and I pulled it out. Well, I don't know that she's ever had a Boda box. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. We're talking young, right? I mean, it really is. So, but either way, set that up, and then I put
still to be that aggressive just to get some alcohol.
Well, I think she was just trying. Yes,
maybe she was trying to help. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. So this is the water bottle I bring everywhere. I can fit 2 Guinness in here.
God,
I drank. So none of the guys drank, but me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the guy sitting next to me, a little bit older dude, didn't. Somebody else goes, no, beer makes me tired. I got to go home and deal with a 2-year-old child later. So
Okay.
So the women are drinking. I wound up saying to one of them at the end, whoever wants it, take it. I don't want it. There was like probably a quarter of the box left. And everybody's being conservative. They're like just filling it up just a little bit,
Yeah.
just a little bit. And I'm like,
Well, it's not happy hour at Connery's. I mean,
I drank.
in front of you, drank all 8 Guinness in front of everybody.
I did not drink all 8. I did drink majority.
How many did you drink?
I'm about to tell you.
I'm going to say.
Now wait. Go ahead. Write your number down. Write your number down. And I'm dropping things everywhere.
Yep. Drop it like it's at.
Okay.
And this was a 2-hour class?
3.
3-hour class.
Yeah. 3-hour class.
I'll still stick with my number.
Okay. What's your number?
4.
Well,
You went 5, didn't you?
yes, I did.
You did.
Oh no, I did 4 in the class. I did do 4 in the class. Okay. Hang on. Let me rephrase this. You're right. I did, but there was 5 by the end of the night.
Okay.
So here's what I did. I opened one. I put it in my water bottle, and it only filled it halfway. Closed the water bottle. I drank. We take a break in the class for everybody to go to the bathroom. They normally do. And I put 2 more in there. I sucked that down. And then the young woman sitting next to me turns to me and goes, "Are you going to be okay to drive?" And I go, and I look at her and I go,
Fuck yeah! Why don't you mind your own business and listen to the teacher? You're carrying a 67% average, Dorothy. Bitch, go ahead, Mr. Mr. Adams.
So I, Mr. Adams. So I,
Professor Adams?
I say to her, "Have we met?" But they don't know me very well, right? I mean, I don't hang out with these people.
You know what? You're right. Maybe you should give me a ride home.
So, yeah.
Then
Well,
I'll ride you later.
I said,
You like Chinese food?
No.
Okay.
So I said, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Is that bad? Should I not say I'll be fine?
Top 10 answers on the board. Give me number 1 thing Bill says when people ask him if he's going to be okay to drive. What is it, Doug? I'll be fine. Ding! Number 1. You want to pass or play? I'll play.
You never think you're going to need a personal injury attorney until you do. It's not something you plan for. You know, 1 minute you're just living your life. Next thing you know, you're dealing with an accident, an injury, missed work, and a whole lot of stress you didn't ask for. And here's the truth. Insurance companies, they've got a plan. They know exactly what they're doing. The question is, do you? That's why if it's me, I'm calling Connors and Ferris. They know the system, they know how to fight, and more importantly, they know how to take care of people when things get messy. You're not just a case file to them. They walk you through it step by step and make sure you're not getting pushed around when you're already down. So if life throws you one of those moments, don't try to figure it out alone. Call Connors and Ferris or visit connorsandferris.com with offices in New York City, Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo. Because when it matters most, you want someone in your corner who actually knows how to win. Connors and Ferris. I think I almost got into a fight this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. This morning, actually. For context, my son is now 6'3".
Okay.
205 pounds. So it's not this cute dad wrestling stuff we used to do, with, where you would tickle and all this, right? And I come at him just playfully, kind of boxing, right? Because he has boxed with me and stuff. And it's more of a business decision these days if I really want to fucking do this or not. And I'm not kidding, because we're fake boxing. I'm just messing around, and so then he comes quick, and I catch. So I'm trying to. I block it, but it's my forearm. My forearm fucking hurts. I mean, like he caught me right on the.
Did you say timeout? Okay, that's enough.
I didn't say anything.
Did you hit him back?
Yeah, but
in the face.
There was a time. No.
Okay.
There was a time that things between us got a little spicy. And
this morning or
no,
in the past couple of years?
Past couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Past couple of months or so. And
kick his ass. Let him know who the big bull of the cattle ranch is.
We were fake boxing and stuff, and it kind of got a little more serious and some things were said. And I took a step back right into the ottoman, which then kind of clipped my legs out from under me, and I wound up sitting, and I caught one in the forehead. And I popped back up, and lamps went down. And it was not good. It was not a good situation. I was like, it was like a Rocky montage. When I popped back up, I was so pissed. And I mean, my dignity at the time is a little questionable because I don't think it was, maybe I took it too far. But
I think that almost would have been a good thing to have fisticuffs to get all that energy out. Because after that, all the energy would have been hugging in tears, and I'm sorry. And might have even grown
right
been a little closer together.
No, I get it, and I mean I don't want to turn it into a CPS investigation, Child Protective Services coming in, but
I'd stand up for you.
But it did get me thinking: are we raising boys? And I know this sounds weird in a world where there's many people saying I don't identify as either gender. That's fine, but there's still people who are that gender. And my question is: are we kind of raising them right, or are we just shocked when they become exactly what they are? And by that, I mean, like you're talking about, boys run around, they wrestle, they do stuff. I mean, when my kids were little, I think I'm pretty sure there was a doll or something that came around that somebody did. They never really gravitated toward that. I mean, they would, the older guy would kind of mimic mom with his younger brother putting the doll in because they're only 16 months apart. So he wasn't even really talking. He would put it in like this stroller or something. But I don't know why somebody got it. Maybe is it whatever. But they all gravitated toward the Bob the Builder trucks, Scoop, Muck, and Dizzy.
Good.
And then we'd have to go look at the the trains. And but what I'm saying is with like boys too is you don't ease into it. You don't ease into this. It kind of comes all at once when the testosterone kicks in and you start growing, and it's like, phew. I mean, kid's 6'3".
Right.
It's gone pretty quickly, and I feel like I went from like a teaching him to sometimes I hope I survive this lesson. When you're 6'3", go to your room. I don't know if that's just a suggestion these days, Doug.
Fucking make me, Dad. I'm like, okay, I am, and you're not gonna like it.
It's more than a comment, right? Well, I watched an old fight last night as I was laying in bed. Mike Tyson, and I forget the guy he was boxing, but he was undefeated IBF champion, and Mike was the WBC and WBA.
I just saw the real of that too. They've been coming up on my
it's a 6'7" boxer. Mm-hmm. All right, the guy's got to reach. Tyson's not even 6 feet.
Right,
and Tyson did win the fight, but they went the distance. And this was before the rape allegation because it was right after that. The guy wanted a rematch. It was a unanimous decision, but they were scoring it like 113 to 117. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the guy wanted a rematch, and Tyson wound up in prison. But he was talking afterwards, and I don't know what happened to this guy's boxing career, and I'm forgetting his name right now. Something the Terminator was his name. Something Terminator. But it was good. But Mike would get in. Once Mike gets inside, you're in trouble.
Powerful.
Once he rolls underneath a couple of your punches, now he's inside. He gets your ribs. I mean, the greatest thing about
his thing was come to the head and then come right
You
up
got it.
here.
100%.
So when you're blocking like that, you got this area underneath.
So that's what he did. You're right. Because then you instinctually go up here and you leave all that
come right up here.
all that real estate. But when he gets inside, man, that fucking hook he's got was powerful. And when you hit somebody there, it's almost a delayed reaction because at first they're going, and then the air leaves their lungs, and they're, you know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, fuck. And it was over.
So you're watching Tyson videos now.
Well,
Yeah, Jameson, finish your homework. Daddy'll be right in to tuck you in. You pussy.
But the point that I keep thinking is like,
what you're going to be? You're going to wind up as this Inspector Couto and Kato, where you come home and you don't know when he's going to attack you, and you got to be on the offensive,
yes,
on
all
the
the
defense,
time,
all the time, because you might get attacked at,
Right, but I mean, here's what I keep thinking, and maybe you see this even with your nephew, and I see it with like young kids, and I always kind of thought it when my boys were going through school. We spend years telling them to calm down, to sit still, don't be aggressive, and then one day they wake up in a man's body. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on, how many men do you know that are 6'3"?
Besides you?
Well, I'm not. I'm 6'1", but I'm just saying, like, no. I'm just saying, right. But think about that. My kid's taller than me, and the oldest one is even bigger than that.
Wow.
Yeah. He's very proud.
No, every time I saw my nephew, I try to wrestle and show some moves, and he, laugh or whatever. And I'm like, this is what we're going to do. You get into wrestling, and this is, and then I would hold him down. I'm like, no, if you knew how to wrestle, you could get out of Uncle Doug's grip, and then I'd have to let him go. You don't want to frustrate him.
No.
And now he's
nothing.
He's just on his phone all the time.
Well, and that's the thing. Is like I feel like it's hard.
I mean, I'm not with him 24 hours, so
no, but
and not everybody does sports, but I mean, he didn't even. The closest I got was trying to bribe him or make a deal that if he went through one season of wrestling, that I would take him out to that Nike foot shop
in Waterloo.
No, at Eastview Mall, the guy that used to be on here.
Oh yeah.
What's it called?
The Plug.
The Plug.
Great place.
I said, well, I'll take you to Eastview. I'll buy you whatever Nike you want, whatever sneaker you want, but you got to go through the season.
Buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but, and he goes, well, what if I only do it for a month? I go, no, that's not how it works. So that was the closest. He was thinking about it.
Yeah.
But now,
what do you think he would have gotten out of wrestling?
Wrestling? Well, number one, it teaches you how to get off your back. So whatever happens, and when you wrestle, nothing in your life after that will be as hard as wrestling practice. You go through that. It teaches
that's
you
a really,
lot.
really important thing. Because I used to think that sometimes with football.
Yeah.
I used to think that with football, and I thought it with track on power tempo days where they would try to build the lactic acid in your muscles until people were literally puking. When it comes to home improvement, you've got choices. Let's say there's a hole in the bedroom wall, and somehow nobody in the house knows how it got there. You could fix it. I mean, there's always YouTube, right? But 3 hours later, it's going to look like a patch job. Not even a good patch job. And how about that leak under the kitchen sink? Yeah, you said you'd get to it, and that was, 2.5, 3 months ago? If we're being honest, we all have that list. The one where deep down, you're not totally sure you've got the skills to pull it off. If it's my list, I'm calling Mac of all trades. Holes in the wall, handled. Leaky sinks, done. Full kitchen remodel? Yeah, they got that too. And hey, warmer weather's coming. How's that deck looking? Need it extended? Rebuilt? Outdoor patio? Don't be a deckhead. Call Mac of all trades. 585-202-9218. I don't know if you saw this whole thing about Mike Vrabel.
That's 585.
He's the head coach of the Patriots.
202-9218.
NFL Insider.
And you can see all they do
Dianna
online
Russini
at
she used to be on
macofalltrades.net.
ESPN, and now she works for the
They'll
Athletic.
handle it. So
love the Athletic.
You don't have to.
And then they did such a good job that the New York Times bought them. And they're fantastic in sports. If you like really in-depth stuff, it's really good stuff. They're hanging out in Arizona. I guess there was hugging, talking, nothing explicit, but very suggestive optics. We'll say that. They both immediately deny any inappropriate stuff. They're married. He's been married since 1999. She's been married since 2020. The Athletic initially backs Russini. Then new details come out. I guess they were in a hot tub together or they danced together.
Well, it's one. Well, which is it?
The both. I think they were they were photographed sitting in a hot tub just having a conversation.
Those two?
Yeah, but during the day in a public out place, it was the NFL meetings
Why?
were
See,
going
this is
on.
another thing. Why are you trying to make a headline out of something that isn't a headline?
I don't know.
Because you can't talk about Tiger as much as you do? I mean...
because scandal sells.
Right.
This is what we like.
It's terrible.
This is the salacious stuff. But there's an internal investigation that happens at the Athletic. And while that's going on, Russini has been pulled from reporting temporarily.
Great.
Yeah.
We don't know what you're doing.
We have
and it's none of our business, but we're going to take your name off the docket. And
I think in journalism, are you showing favoritism to a coach who's going to get the inside track, and that's not fair to other media? I don't know. I have no idea. When I see Dianna Russini, I go, I could see where she likes to have fun. But again, me completely just judging the situation from my perception.
Right.
I go, if I saw her out and I was drunk.
20 Guinness into a classroom. Hey, she's fine. Naked in a hot tub.
Now, we're in what I like to refer to, because I think this is more of a modern problem, but we've been stalkers since, I think, the 1920s in terms of, what celebrities were doing and where they were going. Hey, champ, did you see so-and-so? But...
No, I've told you before, when Nixon was caught lying, that's when the gloves were off for journalism.
Yeah, it just feels like a modern gray area to me, though, with this stuff, because nothing happened that we know of, right?
It's a problem. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry with a cell phone that can take a picture and then sell it and say, hey, I know this, give me money.
But why does it feel like something happened?
Because they're making it out.
Well, right. But we don't react to facts
If you and I are in a hot tub.
Yes. Nothing.
And if somebody takes a picture, says, hey, Bill was molested, and they're both drinking. There's 15 Guinness, and we just saw you at a hot tub together at Holiday Inn. Well, we went there it was a concert. Air Supply was playing.
Let me just put the record straight right now. I am not fucking getting into a hot tub anytime with you.
Why? After some deviled eggs? Make some more bubbles?
And I'm not doing it without at least a woman that is somewhat somewhat in my world. She's coming from my world, my bed. You know what I'm saying? I want her in the hot tub. Then you can join. That's fine. But stay on that side of the hot tub.
And I'll bring a woman to be on my side.
Yeah.
And she'll have a flotation device because she still has Titanic trauma. We'll bring a door in the jacuzzi.
Right.
Don't let go,
but
Jack.
But hang on a second. If somebody saw you with somebody's, like a friend of your stepmom's or somebody, and you're in a hot tub, and we know that you make these jokes about older women and dating them, right? Would we not? So we're not reacting to facts.
Dougie, you hitting that? Fuck yeah.
But what are we? But let's take that back for just a second. Let's say it was really nothing, right? Someone, you're on vacation, you decide to take your parents, they bring a friend along who just lost
that
their
would have
husband.
happened. But go ahead.
But and it's just you and her in a hot tub, and you're laughing. And somebody snaps a photo. We don't react to facts. We react to vibes. Oh, it looks like Dougie's keeping his scorecard alive on the old lady tour. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So that's why
the old lady tour. Like I go from state to state to state.
Yeah, but look, I don't know this. I think there are times in our lives where our vibes or our instincts are on. When a situation doesn't seem right, we're on. I don't know that we should be in public people's lives to the point where it affects their jobs.
Yeah, I think
that feels shitty to me, but I don't want to sound hypocritical because
at the end you're still human.
Yes. But
if you're not doing it at the job, you have a life outside the job.
Right. But how many times have you felt something's off? Maybe it's usually a personal situation, right? You're just like, something feels off. And it's usually a relationship, much like this. Like something feels off, and Vrabel seems like a pretty charming, nice guy. He came and when he was interviewing for the job, he stayed at my brother's hotel in Maine because it's only like an hour and a half outside of Boston. And my brother said he was a great guest and he loves that place. And it is like a 4-star resort. So
I think there's different levels of people that want to get into your business as well. I mean, the paparazzi and who's around you, and I'm going to make news. And whether it's make news, they're hoping that something screws up so they can get the headline. Yeah. And I don't know what that does for them, if they get a raise or more money or no evidence. And I don't even do anything.
Well, you don't need evidence anymore, right? You just need a weird angle. That's it.
Yeah.
You just need a fucking weird angle. Right. A hug that lasts 1.5 seconds longer than it should.
There should be for you and I, there should be a breathalyzer on our phone after a certain time. Yeah. Oh, hey, I guess.
Yeah. Look, a pool in Sedona, and boom, a career is on pause. And that's the thing. That's why I say we've entered the world where perception is reality and reality is optional. And I do think, Doug, someone's perception is their reality, but what is creating your reality is really my thing. Something from your, right? So something from your past that makes this situation look cheesy or unacceptable or whatever. You know what I mean? There's a lot of times, I've seen this before, so that paints your reality. It could be something very innocent. I always say, and I really believe this, but it's hard to live this way. There is no meaning to anything There is no meaning to life other than the meaning that you give it. Hey, if you've been thinking about checking out recreational cannabis in Monroe County, stop thinking and start visiting my buds over at MJ Dispensary. They were the first recreational cannabis destination in the county. That's right, the OG spot. And trust me, they know their stuff. And I was blown away by how educated and on top of it their bud tenders are. I mean, these aren't just people handing you a bag. They're like the Google of cannabis, but way friendlier and without the pop-up ads. Whether you're looking for edibles, vapes, concentrates, pre-rolls, or just something that helps you relax, sleep, or deal with pain, MJ Dispensary has it all. And the best part, they'll guide you so you don't leave looking like you just picked random snacks at 3 a.m. Now, maybe you're in it for the fun side. Maybe you're in it for the wellness side. It doesn't matter. They've got you covered. And here's a bonus. Delivery. That's right. From Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and even on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., they'll bring the goods right to your door and no judgment if you're in their pajamas. Oh. So do yourself a favor. Head over to MJ Dispensary, 900 Jefferson Road, Suite 902 in Henrietta, or check them out online at mjdispensary585.com. I feel like the question nobody is answering honestly. And I don't know if anybody really knows, but why does everything at least feel expensive now? Now, you talked about, you brought up shitty drivers a minute ago. Gas, though,
It's ridiculous.
$4.09, right?
Yeah.
Is the price. Which, now go to a major city.
Go to California.
Oh, that's what I mean, right? It's even worse. And it's not like, oh, inflation is up. It's strange, right? It feels like beef jumped a bunch. And
Well, it's all due to gas. You got to raise your prices to cover the gas cost to get it from the farmer to the market.
Well, like
to Wegmans.
You buy 3 things and you walk out and you paid $72.
Right.
For
It's
fucking what? And that's an exaggeration. But
right.
I did run into a store the other day, and I normally put together a list and stuff, but we had been away. There's just been some different things happening, and so I didn't get to the store. And normally I'll go through and I actually plan it. I have it on my phone with little bubbles that I could like mark everything off as I go down on my list. And I didn't do that. And I left and they go, all right. And I didn't buy a ton of stuff at all. $68, $70 or something like that. And I was like, huh. And she goes, oh yeah, everything's gone way up.
Everything is ridiculous.
Yeah. And I mean, it was beef and chicken and something else. I'm like, all right, well, but
and it hurts everything. Because if you're spending more of the grocery, that gives you less money to go have a dinner, gives you less money for that.
Yeah,
pizza.
and the other thing is nothing feels like a good deal anymore.
No.
Like even happy hour or a lunch special.
That's
or
probably the only thing that hasn't gone up is some of the prices on drinks and liquor, because that's still a huge markup.
They've gone up about $1 on some of them.
You think so? The places you go to?
Yeah. I only know that because there's one thing I drink. What is it, Doug?
It's Guinness.
And when I asked the other day, and I only asked because
Did you have a tip bucket for the class? Throw some nickels in when you left. You're like, hey, I had to put this on my Amex if anybody could throw in a little bit.
No, I didn't.
But you're right.
I should have. Why not? They tip you. You got to tip every fucking place you go nowadays. I mean,
until gas comes down, I don't know. And the problem with that is when gas down, the price is going to come down. I mean,
I don't know, because if you've got people paying them,
yeah,
right, and not pushing back, yeah, it's strange because you leave the grocery store and go,
what did I get?
Black out and buy a television in here? What did I do? I don't know what I'm doing, and it just feels like everything, not one thing, like everything,
right?
Because yes, we know that beef has gone up. Restaurants are struggling. I think there was a whole thing. I didn't see the piece, but on local news, a chain pizza shop, a local chain, is talking about how hard it is to not raise prices, to try not to.
That
raise
was
prices.
Sale.
Yeah.
Salvatore's, yeah.
And I only saw it on Facebook. I didn't see the piece. I just saw the
piece.
The headline.
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He said, we're trying not to raise prices, but inflation's going up. We had to cut back on coupons. You know, we still have to make a profit, and it's getting hard now.
Yeah.
With everything going up.
Well, everything feels like you're getting lightly screwed, like politely screwed. You know what I mean? It's not.
Well, we're all in it together. So
yes,
when
that's
you're
what
a business person, you kind of look at them like, hey, I only make so much. And he's like, well, I only make so much as well.
Right.
I'm still paying this out, and I have to drive to a restaurant depot. I have to buy the product,
Yep.
the oil,
Yep.
the butter,
Yep.
to make the food.
Right.
So,
But then the problem is that people, if they stop coming,
yeah,
that's what we don't want to happen.
right. And then you're going to see businesses go under.
And the thing is too, like everything now is like monthly, right? Right. Your monthly streaming, your monthly fitness, your monthly whatever. And a lot of times those just renew, like, and you don't even know. I tested an app and paid a certain amount for it, and then it went up by $40.
It's the little things too. Like I have a Delta Sonic card.
Yes.
And some places take the money out faster than others. So if I take it at Greece, it might take 2 days to take out of my bank account. If it's Henrietta, it takes 3 days. Well, 2 of the times I stopped for gas went on the same day. I didn't have enough in my account. So they got bounced back, and then they added on a $20 charge.
That's fucking
So
awesome.
now I'm fucked.
Why don't you just call them and fucking...
Well, they tried it again, and I had enough money in it. Yeah. They took it out, but it won't react. My card won't reactivate till next Thursday. So now I'm paying $40 a month for this card that I can't use to try to get lower gas prices that I can't get right now. And that gets frustrating. And at that point, people are, including myself, like, why am I going out?
Well, right.
I'm just going to sit here and watch TV.
Well, it's not like we're getting poorer. Sometimes it feels like we're getting billed to death with things like that.
Everything,
right?
Yeah.
Because you're paying more money to get the cheaper gas for this card.
Right.
Right? And so that's a bill on top of the bill for the gas.
Right.
It's like
a vicious circle. And I got to go work out I got to go work.
Yeah.
To make the money for it. It's just.
And then the other thing is there's also the shrinkflation, right? If they want to keep the price the same, now you get a little less.
Yes.
Or a poorer quality, right? Than you would. And I just go, they didn't just raise prices. They took shit away. And it all it hurts. And I think it's for a lot of people it takes a psychological toll. People start to worry about things.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? And it becomes one of these things where it's not panic as much as it's just a constant pressure.
Right.
That's there. It's like low-grade stress.
If you like going to Wegmans and Tops, get coupons, get out of the paper or somebody.
Yeah.
Or what?
Some of them they do. Yeah. And sometimes they'll have digital coupons that you can get some places. That way you don't have to look like Doug going, I know I have a coupon in here somewhere. Hang on. It's coming. It was in my back pocket. I swear to God, 5 minutes ago. Can't you just take the $2 off? It was here. Seriously. I think my dog ate it. What?
Nothing.
Did you get mad at me?
No. Well, you know what I had?
Well, you're walking around doing math in your fucking head.
I am. I had bought a box of printer ink for an old printer.
Yep.
This was in the past couple months. And then I checked online what the lights mean, and it won't print. It's seized up. So I threw that out. I had to print something. So I went and got a new printer. Doesn't take the same ink, and I don't have the receipt for the ink, and now I can't return it because they don't return ink. So that's $35 out of my pocket. Now, do I put on Facebook and ask anybody, hey, do you use this printer ink? It's yours. Have at it. Maybe they'll throw me $20, or buy it and just throw it out because it's sitting on my counter. And every time I go by it, it pisses me off that I'm fucking out $32.
Data can say one thing, people feel something else, and you feel broke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't feel broke, you certainly feel like you can't relax anymore.
Now my friends are going out tonight, or we're going out tonight, and it should be an Uber ride there and an Uber ride back, plus what I'm spending in beer, or maybe a couple shots. So, and sometimes that gets out of hand. Tuesday for my euchre league party, I took out $100. That was gone at the bar, and then we went to another bar, and I think I put another $70, $80 on. And then I woke up in the morning, I'm like, I'm fucking broke with the money I was trying to, catch up and save and move ahead a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is where those, when data says one thing and you feel something else, and those two things don't match, you stop trusting everything. That's the way I see it. And you don't know who to believe or what to believe.
You're right.
Anymore in that stuff. And to me, the real shift in all this is it's not so much that life is unaffordable as much as it stopped feeling worth what it's costing.
Yeah,
right.
You're right on it.
Right. It does not feel like it should cost this
All
much.
I'm doing is working to try to pay the next bill that I haven't got yet.
Yes.
And I can't even put fun on my to-do list.
No.
Because I don't have enough money for that.
Right. And maybe there's other things you can do, but try to have a date and say, hey, let's go for a picnic along the canal. And the canal's empty and it's fucking
I don't
cold.
want to do that. Well, I found you on Lyle in a box, so this is going to be an upgrade for you and your 3 teeth. So why don't you just give it a chance?
All right, Dougie Fresh!
Woo! Good to be back, buddy. Good show.
Yeah, always fun with Dougie in the house. I love it.
Hope you had fun listening, everybody.
Yes, and I apologize to anybody who checked out the show on YouTube. Our YouTube numbers are growing. Segment 3 did not get videoed.
Maybe you'll figure it out by year 7.
Fuck you. I paused it.
Oh, jeez.
I paused it, and I did not unpause it. There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Have a Guinness. Maybe that'll help.
I'm not having
Maybe you
Guinness.
should.
Huh. I had one yesterday. One motherfucker. So proud of myself. Really changing my
Would you drop the other 3 on the floor?
For Dougie Fresh, I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you next time.
Cadillac with Tennessee bliss. It was somewhere in Nevada, cold outside. She was shivering in the dark.